patch coming out in December? Is Steel City in trouble? The answer may shock you. So let's talk about the patch. They heard the fans complain about the game, right? They heard about the issues, so Steel City's like, okay, we're gonna fix it, but it's gonna take till December. The fans are like, what? What? December? Are you kidding me? I can't wait that long. And I'm like, there weren't no boxing game prior to Undisputed, so yeah, you can. I understand the frustration, especially, I'm one of those that bought the game, the WBC version. It was like, what, $70? It's a lot of money. But I was happy, and I don't regret it. This game, as you can see in this footage here, when you play the game right, and you run into an opponent that doesn't spam, it's a beautiful looking game. I mean, a lot of people's like, yeah, man, Fight Night. No, this game looks absolutely better than Fight Night. I mean, look at that combo right there. Oh my gosh. Look at the setup. Watch this setup right here. Look at that movement. Look at how great that movement. And I'm fighting a random person online. I'm using straight boxing. He's trying to use power shots on me. I'm able to block it, move around, goes to his body. Look at that. He hits my head. I take a step back. Bam! Look at that combo. Does it mean that the game is flawless? No, absolutely not. Oh, look at that rock. Oh, boom. Perfect body shot. Come on. Issue I have with the game is the same thing everyone else has issues with, right? I don't like when I knock somebody down in a certain spot. They in the middle of the ring. I get that. People complain about Deontay Wilder. Yeah, he's OP. But I don't care for the heavyweight anyway, so I avoid the heavyweight. And if I haven't played this game ranked mode, because I know this game, just like any other games, every game that's released was never perfect. And I don't understand why people are making lies in their mind, thinking, well, this game should not be released in its current state. It has so much issues. No, this game is nothing compared to Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk had so many bugs. It was unplayable. This game is not unplayable. This game is playable, and it's a fun damn game. I couldn't have fun with Cyberpunk because I would kill an enemy, or try to kill an enemy who's between the freaking floor, and he was killing me. I couldn't hit him. That's an unplayable game. Game with bugs and all that, that's not unplayable. So the whole we should get a refund, I think that's a little overkill, right? You pay what you ask for. And the issue is that this game, in my opinion, was rushed because there was a lot of people following the game, and they kept complaining how long the game was taking. And when you complain and you rush a company, you're going to get shit. Oopsies, I didn't mean to say the bad word. But you're going to get poopy, okay? Also, look at UFC 3. Did we forget? Did the whole world just got flashed by Will Smith from the Man in Black about how bad UFC 3 was when it was first released? I mean, you had very slow movement. Every counter strike was like an instant flash knockout. You were getting knocked out left and right. On top of that, people were spamming the head movement because there was no stamina drain. You could stay in one spot, kept swinging your head clockwise, and once your opponent missed and you hit him, boom, it was an instant knockout. So yeah, a lot of games aren't perfect. Look at the 2K games. Look at the new WWE game. You can't even get an online match, and when you do, it's so buggy and crazy. But we're going to play pretend and go, oh, it's Steel City. Everything's Steel City. They should have been perfect. Oh, they should have known better. Oh, they had all this time. Oh, they should have prepared for this and that. No. Do you see any games released by Steel City besides this game? Exactly. So how can a company that never released a game can be prepared for all this and that? Oh, well, they had early access. Well, anybody that played early access can tell you they're not the same game. This game is far better than its early access. So I don't understand people being ludicrous and acting their opinion really matters. It does matter, yes. As fans, it does and should. But people being they're acting like they're movie critics or something. The first time Danny Jacobs. So my point of the video is everyone just needs to chill. 2 months is not a big deal. And even then, I don't think everything's going to be fixed. There's going to be a lot of issues because it's a new game. And every combat game had issues. That's why I mentioned EA Sports. I mean, the fact is, EA Sports stopped listening to fans after UFC 3. I swear, EA Sports, When it came to UFC 3, they were the best. They heard complaints, they fixed complaints. And then in UFC 4, there's like, they made a stupid game, they added a stupid costume that no one asked for, and you felt like you were playing Tekken. Then they added move lists for fighters, like it was Mortal Kombat. I'm like, what? And all they did, they just upped the graphics, and they made UFC 5, and it was exactly the same game. So now people are like pooping on this company that made a first game, and yes, on its initial release date, it's not perfect, and we're gonna go ahead and just throw it in the trash and go, oh, we need EA Sports to make Fight Night again because they're really good. No, they're not really good. They don't listen to the fans. They don't care about the fans.
He doesn't know.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But it has to be reasonable, and it's not reasonable. The expectation of getting like a really perfect boxing game, it doesn't happen. UFC is a fun game, but it's not nothing like real fighting because it's a game. This is just a game as well, and it has a great potential. In my opinion, it already is pretty damn good. That it just has things I need to fix. You know, like where the opponent lands, that's where he should be counted out. I hate when even like UFC they do this. Even though you have a bad cut, if you knock down your opponent, or if you're beating your opponent, the referee should not stop the fight whatsoever checking the cut. It never happened in combat sports. There's no boxing game where if you saw like Arturo Gatti bleeding from his eye and he was beating up Manfredi, the referee would not stop and pull Gatti off the guy to check his eyes. No, he only did that because Manfredi was tagging Gatti and he was squinting real bad because the blood was in his eyes, and that's how the fight got stopped.
I mean,
that's a little boxing knowledge for you guys. But yeah, little things like that, you know, upsets me. You know, the ref's not fixing. I mean, right now this guy doesn't have any cuts, so yeah, his cornerman should not be fixing his cuts because he doesn't have any cuts. But if he was bleeding, yeah, we'd like to see his cornerman. But again, this is the thing that people are complaining about. It's in UFC 5. Like all the streamers, the big time streamers, I'm not gonna name any of them, but they're like really crapping on this game. But they said nothing when UFC 5 was released. They never criticized it as bad as they criticized this game. So I don't know. Some of them, in my opinion, I don't know. Some of them, I don't know. There's a little shady in my opinion. But who am I, right? I'm somebody with three subscribers. But my point is, this game, yeah, it has potential to get better, and I just think people are they're just being unreasonable with the criticism. You know, 2 months is not a big deal, guys. You wait 13 years for a boxing. 13 years. You tell me you can't wait for 2 months? Personally, I wish they just hold the game and released it in December. But you know why it was released in October? It's because the fans, you guys didn't want to wait, and this is what you get. Now they're making you wait. Like they should, because if you want a good product, you need to wait on the product. Damn, look at me tagging him. Look at me using Danny Jacob right here. Look at this. Look at this clean gameplay, bro. Look at this. Watch this. Boom, bam, boom, bam. Watch. Bam, boom. Good night, Canelo. And I'm using Danny Jacob. So when people say like, "Oh, these guys are OP," yeah, Deontay Wilder is OP as hell, but just avoid the heavyweight division. Or like another thing too, like why are people playing rank? It makes no sense. People are complaining about the game, but they're playing rank mode when the game has issues. Why would you play rank mode in a game that has issues? Like, you know, some of the things that people are complaining about makes no sense. Like, it's a new game. It's gonna have issues. It's gonna have bugs. But like, why are you playing rank? Like, I have not played one rank mode because the game has issues. But people they get mad because they get emotional invested because they go play rank mode, and then they lose. If you look over here, look how many power strikes are through. Only 25.
97.
Yes, and one thing I want to remove is the unranked record. There should be no record in unranked because unranked. But yes, I have a great record because I don't quit and close. I'm just that good, and I'm willing to challenge anybody on that. But yeah. My point is, relax, guys. It's not that big of a deal. What you're about to see here in this footage is an example how this game is the most realistic boxing game ever. It's the most realistic combat sport game ever. EA Sports, all their UFC games, all their boxing game does not look realistic. The graphics are good. But the graphics here are better. Right? Look at this fight. This is me using the Dark Horse, Nigel Benn, which you guys should be using, in my opinion, against Amir Khan. And watch us box. Watch this game box. Look how crisp the gameplay is. Look at that movement. And I'm not moving just to move. I'm avoiding his shots. Block that. Walk him down, hit him with a body shot, move away. He's swinging wild now. But as you see, he's trying to box, and he's tagging me pretty good. You can go play UFC 5. You're not going to have gameplay like this. And this is EA Sports' 5th game they released, and they still don't got it down packed. And they've been the champ because there were no contender. Now you have a contender here, and this game looks pretty damn good. This is a random player I'm playing, and he's boxing well. He's using Amir Khan the right way. The problem is that he doesn't understand the mechanics of this game. When you press forward and you throw the straight right hand, your fighter lunges. See how he lunged? So if you want to throw a quick right hand, you have to stay stationary, or you pull back. You hold back, and then you throw the right hand like I did there. But if you keep lunging forward, because you're pressing forward with the right hand. So a lot of these people, when they complain about the game, is because they took no time to learn the mechanics. They're very asphyxiated with Deontay Wilder being OP. Well, yes, don't play heavyweight or pick Deontay Wilder, right? If you're playing ranked mode and you care about winning that bad, then go play Deontay Wilder if you're going to complain about him. If not, avoid the heavyweight division. But look at this gameplay. Look at that body work. Look at that. Boom. Right hand. Look how nice that punch. People complain, oh, the punches look so crappy when the game, like, when they show the early gameplay. Look at the game now. Like, really, what's there to complain about this gameplay? Tell me. I like to see in the comment section. Show me a reason you would complain about this game right here. Look at that. Another thing too, when a guy's pulling back and the stationary, like what I'm doing, get out of there. Don't even play that game with them. Just get out of there and throw your jab. Look at that. Oof. Look at that. Oof. Ref. The ref thing in the ring, I really don't care. I mean, I never really cared. Like in all the games I play, I never care if the ref was in the ring. A lot of people that care about that. Whatever. I mean, the game has a lot of issues anyway. I think the ref would be like floating everywhere and like drop kicking people. You know. I mean, look at UFC 5. They still have that little cross glitch. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, some of the complaints and criticism on this game is unreasonable. I mean, like I said before, this is their first release game. Their first release game. Okay, I'm gonna say that one more time. Their first release game. How are you gonna expect? Look at that perfect knockdown. Oh my gosh. Tell me what game has great knockdowns like that. Besides UFC. UFC 2 had the best knockdowns because it was Ragdoll, but it was like ridiculous, like good, but it was ridiculously bad. But look at that. And I hate the ring. Like, I wish they added more logos on the ring. Like, I hate seeing. I don't know what that logo is, but it drives me nuts. I feel like I'm playing like Indigo Philosophy when I see that logo. But look at this boxing. This is the game as true potential when you have two guys boxing. Like no one's spamming, right? Even though he's getting a little frustrated, he's not spamming. I'm able to get him easy jab, uppercut, that perfect jab. Ooh, that would have been an American knockout. That's how he got sniped. Look at that left hook, perfectly timed left hook. Rock, boom! Look at that over right hand. Oh my gosh, slept him. He ain't getting back up. And if you guys are watching this video for 13 minutes, like, God bless you. Like, seriously. But my point is, I mean, things are just going to get better. If they keep listening to the fans, which they are, I mean, they already announced a patch coming in December. So that shows that they care about the game. A lot of people are like, oh, they don't care, or this and that. That's being unreasonable. Yes, it's going to take 2 months, but you guys waited 13 years for a freaking boxing game. Like, lighten up a bit, you know? What else are you going to do? Play Call of Duty? My opinion, I'm done with Activision ever since they started chat banning people. Like, I took off proxy chat, and I got chat banned for like 30 days for something I didn't do. So, like, why would I want to spend my money on a game that's going to restrict my freedom of speech? Yeah, some people don't care about that. I care about that. Yes, it's their rules, it's their company, and I get it. But still, that's not right. Like, if I said something derogatory, hell yeah, ban the crap out of me. But I didn't do anything wrong, so that is my personal belief why I'm not buying another Call of Duty game. But hey, each to their own. Like, look at this gameplay right now. This kid I met online, he was a pretty great boxer, so we became friends, right? Because this game is about fun. I don't care about rank. I don't care about records. Even though my record's pretty good, I don't really care about it. I'm dying to lose. But here, this guy, he's just an animal. And believe it or not, Toragati, that's my uncle. And not everybody can use their loved one in a boxing game. And this game hits home to me because I get to use, somebody I love and care for deeply. And it's pretty fun. I mean, I'm getting beat up, and this was a match people talked about, him and Ricky Hatton. Never happened because he came up when Ricky Hatton was just a little younger than him when he came up, and by the time Ricky Hatton fought Mayweather, my uncle was, he had to retire in 2007. But look at this fight right here. This fight has a surprise ending that I've never seen in this game, and it was something great and fun to see. But it was a brawl. I mean, I got blood on my shorts. There's blood in the ring. This game, like I said, it has a lot of work to be done, but it has a lot of potential, and I really enjoyed. Look at that. Look at that right there. What happened? I tell you what happened. Thunder happened. Thunder Gotti one-punch knockout happened to the body like he did against Leonard Duran. Hit him with a body shot in the second round. This fight ended in the first round. And look at that. This game surprises you, man. I mean, this game is fun. And like I said before, I mean, just give them time to fix things. Like 2 months, come on. I prefer a longer month because I don't want just these things fixed, but I want more things fixed, right? I want better judging. I want better cornerman work. I mean, there's a lot of things that this game needs. I want robes as well. I would like to have robes too. So yeah, the longer the better in my opinion, because that means they're working on the game. Which is what the fans should want, right? I give a lot of credit to AA Sports when it came to UFC 3. They was constantly updating it with patches out of patches. Like, it shocks me to this day that fans, unless they were part of the community, that they forget about it. They forget about the issues with UFC 3 and how hard EA Sports worked. And forever, I always put my hat off to them. That is why I'm hopeful to this company as well, because they listen and they got us the patch, right? It's coming out in December. I'm curious about what changes, what they added. Because don't forget, last time I checked, I remember when it came to early access, they mentioned that every time they fix something, they're always 2 steps backwards, meaning there probably is more updates to the future that they have to do. And like I said, I mean, the people are being unreasonable because they expect things right away. Because, EA Sports. They made 5 games. They made 5 boxing games, and they made 5 UFC games. So yeah, they have the budget, they have the technology to constantly patch games up. They haven't done it in UFC 4 or 5. That is why I just gave up on the game entirely because the game just was terrible. But anyways, my point is that this is their first release game, and I'm pretty confident they're gonna care about the fans and they're going to continue to work on the game. So yeah, I mean, all I can say, just have patience, guys. Keep complaining, to them. Hey, this needs to be fixed. Because if you guys don't say nothing, then yeah, I mean, your voice won't be heard. And so far, voices are being heard. I just don't agree with the pooping on the game because people bought and supported UFC 5. They bought that game and support that game and made it sound like it was entirely different than UFC 4. And these were top streamers, and you guys know who I'm talking about. So when I see them pooping on this game, then I'm going to be a little suspicious. I'm going to be a little suspicious and take their word as a grain of salt because I'm playing the game. And when I'm using real boxing techniques, like, I'm getting results. I couldn't say the same about UFC 5. Like, I had to pick the best person to get results. Look at me here. I'm using an 86. He's using Caleb Plant. He knocked me down, and I'm just confident. I'm not even trying to get him back with power shots. I'm just picking him off with the jab. Look at those jabs. I'm not worried about his over right hand. I'm not worried about his shadow boxing with the air. Like, I'm just pulling back, using my real boxing, tapping him, right? You tap a bit. Eventually, those punches are going to sting. Look what happened with Vargas and De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya just kept jabbing him, kept hitting his body, and boom, knocked him out in the 11th round. And yes, I want to see more fighters. I love Oscar De La Hoya. Even though he beat my uncle, I like him. I think he's one of the best boxers ever. The problem is that certain fighters that we want, like Mayweather and all of them, they want money, and this game's not going to be able to produce the money they want. But, one day, my point is that, a lot of criticism is just, I don't know, they just don't seem too reasonable, right? I like little things like I wish I could add socks to my fighters. I feel like everybody's pulling off the Mike Tyson wearing no socks. I wish there's more customization, like using just like Fight Night, how you can like put random trunks on like real fighters. I want to be able to do that. When I was using Gotti in career mode, I couldn't change his trunk. So little things like that bothers me, but hopefully they fix it. If you don't mention something, you're not gonna get it. But yeah, when people complain about just silly stuff, it just boggles my mind. And I don't know. I just think it's unreasonable, right? When you complain, there has to be reasonableness. It's their first game, so yes, there are gonna be issues with the game. It's just the way it is. And then the 2 months. Oh, I can't wait 2 months for a patch. You waited 13 years. What else are you gonna be doing that you can't wait 2 months? The game is playable, right? The game is not playable, right? People are like, yo, I can't wait 2 months because it's just terrible. It's not that. I like. Look at the gameplay here. Look at my record, right? My record's 70-3. People go, oh, you probably closing the game. No, I don't close the game. It's unranked mode. I got nothing to prove. On top of that, the closing the game for you guys playing ranked mode, you should be happy because you got Wilder pounding hell out of you, destroying your record. So why are you going to complain about that when the game is not even perfect yet? So you should count that as a blessing for now. And once that's patched up, then you worry about that. But right now, I mean, the game is not ready to be played on rank, in my opinion. Get off of rank mode. So for the time being, just have fun, right? Life is short. Stay blessed. Stay healthy. Just enjoy life. I mean, end of the day, it's just a video game. I mean, some people, they just take it way too seriously. I mean, it's the game meant to be fun. And you know what? Everybody who criticizes the game, they all agree this game is fun. And it is. I mean, look at this. Look at Canelo. Look how terrible he's spamming. And look what happens. He pays. That's why, like, I tell you guys, avoid heavyweight. Because Deontay Wilder, he doesn't pay. Like, he can freaking hammer you non-stop. But these other weight class, man, they can't spam the way they can with Wilder. It's a different ball game. And here you are. You see me using the dark horse, Niger Bin, 86 overall. I think Canelo's like 90 or 91. He's using the top Canelo. And look, he's just swinging wild. I'm using boxing skills, right? Boom. Just hit him in the body. Look, I'm just hit. I hit him. Look at this. Oh my gosh. That looks terrible. One thing about me, I just tell the truth, right? I'm not going to go on the bandwagon and hate a game that just been released when there's a lot of games that had more issues and people go, this is the best game ever. No, I don't do that, right? I'm not going to overhype Fight Night Champion and say that was the best game ever when it was not. It was a game of block reset versus a sweet science. If you block reset, then you're the best player ever. It had nothing to do with boxing. This game has something to do with boxing. It's fun as hell. Has a lot of problems, and I see it going to be fixed in the future. So God bless. Take care. Stay healthy.